Okay guys, rock sliders are on. What do you think? I think they look bad ace. It's getting dark. It's in my shop at work, so you know they got the step along the top and then the rock slider part right there. I think they look good. I like them. Now these parts I'm putting on here, those Bushwhacker fender flares are expensive as hell, but I got them for cheap on Craigslist used and made them work. But like these rock sliders are the cheap ones you get on eBay. I think those were 200 bucks. But I'm not gonna spend a crap ton of money on a big old chunk of metal. The only two things, I mean, this thing is solid as a rock. Look, let me see if I can get back in the light. Okay. Shake my whole Jeep with it. Don't move. It don't move at all. But this is good metal. I mean, it's thick. Really. See how thick that is? And it's solid. The only thing I could think that when you're paying that money for the really nice stuff, you're probably paying for, I don't know if you can see that. See that weld? It's not the most beautiful weld in the world, but it's a solid weld. It's gonna last. The finish work is probably just not there. I don't know what type of coating this is or how long or how durable it is. It's probably not a really good powder coat like the most expensive ones do, but man, I'll tell you, I could pop these off and sandblast them and get them powder coated. Then if any of this chips off in the long run, which it is, I mean, it's a Jeep, for dirt cheap. Really, it's not that bad. You can find places locally or maybe travel an hour to go somewhere bigger like I would have to do to get it done. But it's possible. So definitely don't, just because it's not that name brand stuff that everybody's into, and don't shy away from it sometimes. You know, that's solid. That ain't going nowhere, boys. And maybe ladies, if you're listening to, I'm sure there's a lot of girls here in Jeeps, or not, because I don't have that many views, so there's nobody listening, really, honestly. But the bumper I got, the front bumper, is one of those cheap ones, but I haven't seen it yet. I guarantee it's probably gonna be solid as a rock too. And like I said, finish and welds and stuff, you know, I'm sure that the welds are strong, they're just not pretty. You know, you didn't have an amazing master TIG welder come up here and do that, and that's just, to me, it's not worth the money to do that. So that's them. The light's better on this side. That's them, and I really like them. So the bumpers are coming up soon. As soon as I get them, check out that rear end. To me, it looks like it's sitting higher. If you guys got any comments about that, I like my stuff to be kind of level. I don't know, it's probably stupid, but I just like the way it looks of leveled stuff. So let me know what you guys think about that, if I need to try to find a way to bring that front end up a little bit. So rock sliders done. Bam. While I was doing that, I said, hey, I'm gonna go check those shocks. They've been making some noise. Mind you, I haven't had this vehicle that long, maybe a month. So, but I knew the shocks were bad in the rear, and I heard the noise and could feel it, you know, so I knew I was gonna need to replace them. I said, oh, while I'm under there, let's go check them. So these are my shocks from the rear. Old. I don't know how old, but old. This is one bushing. You can see that. I mean, I'm telling you, it was just wallowing around in there. Rough. That's one bushing. And this is the spacer to that one bushing. That's rough, isn't it? Golly. Okay, here's another bushing. It was no bushing. It was right. You see that, those wear marks? That's where it was riding at. See, you can probably see it better on this side. There you can. So yeah, that's where it was riding at. The bushing was, this was the bushing. That was it. That little guy. That little guy. Yeah, it's done for. Toast. And this was the little bits of sleeve that I got out of there. That was in it. So that's why it was so nasty. But luckily I had 2 front shocks from my 98 Chevy Silverado that are brand new, just haven't put them on, and they match up. They fit perfect. Now 98 Silverado Z71 extended cab 4-wheel drive, you know, is probably gonna weigh quite a bit more than this. So the ride back there might be stiff for a little bit till I can spend the money to get the shocks I want. I really want some of those Bilstein ones, or Bilstein, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. They're expensive as crap, but they're good. Now, quality parts, mechanical wise, and I promise you I will spend the money there to get a quality, long-lasting, good part. I'm gonna spend the money there. So you take it for what it is and where it's at, and that's what you get. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get my butt back home before my wife chews me out anymore. So that's them. If you like them, you can get them on eBay, and they were like $200. So check them out. All right, guys. Have a good one.